Alright, so it's a new day. Just got the Cayenne on jack stands. And we're gonna go in with the Fab Speed secondary cat bypass pipes. I'm pretty sure the more curvy one is the driver's side and the straight one is the passenger side. And as far as the exhaust mounts, these are the ones that go in the middle, like on the cross member. That kind of like holds up your transfer case, and these go on the outside on the body of the car. This one was all bent from getting rear-ended. Actually, you can kind of see how it's bent. And I tried to bend it back, and that's what caused the bushing to tear, as you can see. This one's still good, but that one tore. So I decided to get new ones. So I got new ones of these, which they were actually pretty reasonably priced. Those are the part numbers, if anybody was ever looking for those. The only problem with that though is the Fab Speed pipes use the other ones, so I mean, like I said before, I was planning on using the secondary cats, which I would have needed both of them, so I just bought them anyways, but I guess I'll have them for the future if anything changes. And yeah, that's the thing about these as well, is since they're not the full cats, they're not as heavy, so they only need one mount instead of two. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm using these because they were pricey anyways, so I'm glad I'm gonna just put them on the car instead of messing around with the secondary cats. And it did come with this, which is nice considering how much it cost to get them. So it came with new gaskets and all the hardware. So just put these mounts in here outside of the car. I just used some silicone spray and sprayed it in the inside here so that it made it a little easier to push these through. Because it is hard to get these things through the rubber mounts, because the hole that you have to kind of like squeeze this part through so that it doesn't come back out. It's kind of tough, so I recommend doing this outside of the car. Just taking the two bolts that hold these on the middle of the, as you can see here, that's where one of the pipes will go, and you have just these two holes right here. The mount will sit right up in here. So I did test fit them really quick, and the passenger side one, I was able to get in like this way, putting it back over here, and then it lined up. This side, it didn't quite fit, so it was kind of getting in the way. I'm pretty sure that this little piece is actually just for attaching like your underbody plastic panel. There's just two 10 millimeters on each side that hold it up. So I'm gonna take this off real quick, and hopefully that'll be enough to get the driver side one up here. If you guys remember, or if you watched the video when we removed the primary cats and secondary cats, I actually supported the transfer case with my jack, and we had to take down this cross member because those studs and nuts were so rusted on those that I couldn't get the secondary cats off the primaries to get them out separately. So anyways, I'm gonna pop this off real quick and then get those pipes up there. So just finished getting these up here. So I unbolted this thing like I showed earlier with the two 10 millimeters. I was actually able just to push it back. I didn't have to remove it because kind of seemed like it would be a little tricky to remove and put back in place. So just moving this side towards the front gave me enough room to get this up in this area in order to get the pipe over the cross member here. So yeah, with the bolts and nuts, I decided to go that way with the bolt and just put the nut on here. Just found that to be easier. I didn't put these in yet. I just messed with this because with the flex pipe here, it's just kind of easier to get this part bolted down and torqued, because then you can just move it around in order to get these. It's not like you have to have them threaded in there or anything. And yeah, so it was all 13 millimeters. I basically just used this wrench and this wrench. I had to use this one because it had a swivel head to hold the back of this one up here, because the other wrench wouldn't fit in this tight space. And yeah, just tightened them all down. And then this one, this side there's more space, so I was just able to use this normal 13 millimeter for all three of them. Tightened all those down, then just tightened the mounts in here. The only thing that seems just a little off right now is, you see, you can move them a little bit because of the flex pipe and the mountain there. But this side, as you can see, it's like, it is a lot higher up than the other side. Which, we'll see. It is really close to like the heat shielding, because like I said, since it does move, we'll just see what it ends up looking like once I actually get the muffler on here, which is the next step. Figure we just see what this thing sounds like with those pipes. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be the same. Just finished getting the muffler kind of up there. Problem is that it's not actually fitting right now. So I actually attached the muffler in the rear. I'll go back there in a second. But as you can see, the pipes are so far apart, and it's because it's actually hitting back there on the rear subframe. So yeah, I'm gonna go back there and show you what I'm talking about. So as you can see, well, they're a little low actually, but as most of you know, there's a clamp that you can loosen and adjust in the height. These themselves, I attach the hanger on each side, and it all like fits, you know, it's snug, but it's not touching the heat shielding. And then up there you can see what I mean by how it's hanging so low. And this is as high as it goes right now, because right here, this is where it's touching, so I'm not able to get it on. And you know, I was thinking, like, does this have to do something with it? I guess I'm gonna have to cut this off again and try to find some piping that will actually kind of dip down a little bit. So yeah, this kind of sucks. I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to fix. Just have to do some more welding and try to find some piping that will fit around that, because I don't feel like the original one dipped down at all. I might look up some pictures to see if it does, if it wasn't so straight like with the way it looks now with those little exhaust bits I bought and welded on there. But yeah, I guess we'll be making another video of what we find. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is, you know, I don't want to get something that dips down so low that under the car it almost seems like the exhaust is hanging down. I still want it to be tucked up there nicely, so I'm gonna have to kind of search around and figure out where I can get the best shaped little pipe to fix the issue we're having. So thanks for watching anyways. Got those bypass pipes in at least, and just gonna have to do more exhaust work. So thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, helps us out. Appreciate it. So see you on the next one. Peace.